Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please click on the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos.
Hey guys, in this session we are going to look at how to monitor your Tomcat that is running on your remote machines. So in the last session we looked at how you can install the agent and monitor your remote machines. Now in this session we are going to look at so I'm going to install Tomcat application in this remote server, and we are going to tell my Zabbix to monitor this Tomcat threads or Tomcat related information from this machine. So this is what we are going to do. So I'm going to have a Zabbix server. So for this we are going to have our agent which is on 10,050 and my server is going to be active on 10,051. Then we are going to have a Tomcat server which is my remote machine, and here again we are going to install an agent which is already present. So in the last class we have already installed the agent. I'm going to use the same thing, and for this to work you will need to install a Java gateway. So we have a Zabbix Java gateway that you will need to install on your Zabbix server. Now this Java gateway will run on your port number 10052. So all this will be on one machine, and this Java gateway will allow you to talk, or will allow your Zabbix server to talk to your Tomcat server. Now this Zabbix gateway will connect to your Tomcat server, and it will check for your Tomcat information on port 12345. And for this to work you will also need to open up your port number 10052 on your Tomcat server. So and this will be on one machine. So this will be one server and this will be another server. So my Zabbix server will go to Java gateway which will be on port 10052, and this Java gateway will again connect to my Tomcat server on 10052, and then finally hit the Tomcat server on port 12345 where it will capture all the information. So at the end my Zabbix server will connect to my Tomcat server with port number 12345, and this 10052 is basically a gateway between my Zabbix server and Tomcat server. So this is what we are going to do. So first let me quickly set up Tomcat. So I don't have the Tomcat set up. So let me quickly do this. So I'm sorry. Okay, so this is my remote machine where my agent is installed. Now I'm going to download Tomcat in this. So I need a Tomcat application. So let me download the tar file. So let's go to some other location and let's download the Tomcat file. So this will download the Apache Tomcat for me, and we are going to deploy a sample application here. So I'm going to use this sample application. So let's untar this. So tar-xzdev Apache Tomcat, and here is my untarred file. Now I'm going to move this to a different location. So I'll move this to user local Tomcat. Optional, but I always like to put it in my user local location. So here is my Tomcat setup. Let's go to this Tomcat. Inside this Tomcat you will have this web apps. Go to this web apps, and here we are going to run this sample application. So we are going to download this. So wget the URL, and this will download the sample.war for me. Now to start running this, we will go to your bin directory, and here we are going to execute this script. So we'll say .catalina./catalina.sh and start, and this will and I'll need to have Java for this. So I don't have Java, so let me quickly install Java. So to install Java you can use this command apt install default-jdk and default-jre. I'm going to install both JDK and the JRE, and this will install both the packages for me, the JDK as well as the JRE. So just give it a couple of minutes. My JDK and JRE should be set up, and then we can start the catalina.sh script, which will basically bring up my Tomcat, and I should be able to access my Tomcat application. Now once that is done, I want my Zabbix server to start monitoring this Tomcat application. That's where we make use of your Java Gateway and your JMX. Java Gateway will be installed on your Zabbix server. So make sure you're following all these steps properly, because your setting up your JMX can be a painful task. So here I'm going to start the Catalina, and my Tomcat is up and running. So grep Tomcat, and here is my Tomcat. Let's try and see whether this is working or not. So this is my remote machine, and Tomcat by default runs on port 8080. So make sure, so I'm running this on EC2, so make sure in your security group you are allowing 8080. So here is my Tomcat, and I have my and here I have my sample application. So this is my sample hello world application, the var package that we have deployed. So it's fine till here, my Tomcat is working. Now what we want to do is the Tomcat application that is running here, we want it to be monitored by my Zabbix. That is, I want to monitor the Tomcat metrics, the threads, number of allocated, number of threads allocated, number of threads used, number of threads available, all that information I want to monitor. For that, you will need to go to your Zabbix server. The first step will be to go to your Zabbix server. So let me quickly go to my Zabbix server, and you will need to install the Java Gateway, the Zabbix Java Gateway. So you can use this apt install Zabbix-java-gateway, and this will install the Java Gateway for you. Now please remember, you will have to do this on your Zabbix server, the server where your Zabbix is running. So if I go to this directory /etc/Zabbix, so here you should be able to see this. This is the first thing. The next step will be to go to your Zabbix server. So edit this Zabbix server file and look for your Java. Let me check. Okay, so Java Gateway and the Java port number. Now by default, this will tell you that your Java Gateway is running on this IP address. Let it be, because my Java Gateway is running on my Java Gateway is installed on my Zabbix server, and the port number, if you see, it is 10052. So like I said, your Java Gateway will run on port number 10052, and these are my polars, so it will be 5. So this should be fine. We are not going to really make any changes here, and then we are going to restart our or start our Java Gateway. So we can use this service Zabbix-java-gateway, and let's restart this, and this should restart your Zabbix Java Gateway. Now make sure all the ports are opened and they are listening. So there is my 10,050, there is my 10,051, and where is my 10,052? There is my 10,052, that's TCP 6, and let me see. Okay, so this should be fine. So that's my 10,052 port number that my Zabbix Gateway is going to use to talk to my remote machine where my Tomcat is running. So this is the configuration that you'll have to do on your Zabbix server. Next comes your Tomcat server. Now go to your Tomcat server. So here is my Tomcat server. Now here what you'll have to do is you'll have to open up this port number 12345 for your JMX and port number 10052. So, and agent is already running. So here we already have the agent port number open. So in the last class, in the last session, I have showed you how to install an agent. So here is my agent running on 10,050. Now the things we need is your 12345 for your JMX and 10,052 for your Java gateway. For this, what we are going to do is we are going to create a set env.sh. So your machine where your Tomcat is running, in your bin folder create a file with the name set env.sh. So create a file with this name, and in this file provide this first line. Take this first line. I'll explain you what we are doing here. So we are setting up the Catalina.ops. We are opening up the JMX port number here, which is going to be 12345. SSL, we are setting it as false. We are not going to make any authentication. And then comes your RMI server hostname. Now here you will need to provide the IP address of your server where your Tomcat is running. So here I have explained it again. So for this particular information, you'll need to provide the IP address of your server where your Tomcat is running. So my Tomcat is running on this remote machine. So make sure you replace that, and then so here you'll need to provide that. Then comes your port number. So I'm going to open up my 10,052 port number, and we are telling I want to use the IPv4 stack. So ideally you simply take this line, copy paste it, but just make sure you change this IP address with the with your server's IP address where your Tomcat is running. So here let me just find that line. So here what I will do is I'll remove this and provide the IP address of my remote machine, which is going to be this one. Provide, save this file, and then restart your Catalina. So we'll say we'll first stop Catalina, and then we are going to start this again. And now when you look for the process for your Tomcat process, make sure you are able to see this JMX port number 12345, then your host name where your Tomcat is running, and also you have opened up this 10052 port number. This is one way you can also make use of this netstat-ant, which will show you, sorry, there's a spelling mistake, and which will show you all the port numbers. So there's my 10050, 10052, and there's my 12345. This is on your remote machines, and this 8080 is for my Java, my Tomcat application. So this is what you will need on your remote machine. That's all you have. Now the final thing is doing some configuration in your Zabbix server. So you'll need to tell your Zabbix server to monitor all these things. So in my Zabbix server, we are having 10052 is here, and in my remote machine we have the same information. Let's go to my Zabbix server over here. That's my Zabbix server, and this is where my Tomcat is installed. This IP address 54.236.47.35, 54.236.47.35. So click on this, click on configure, and click on add. Now you can add it as a new host, it's totally fine, but since they're running on the same machines, I'm using this. If not, if you want it as a new machine, you can go to configuration, go to host, and create host. Here you can give the name. So my host name is Ubuntu server. So make sure you can, for this you can follow my previous session, which is there in my description section, like what information you'll need to provide here. So let's call this as Tomcat server, and then the groups. So this is going to be a Linux group, and here we are not going to use this, we are going to add a JMX. So JMX by default is port number 12345. That's the reason we have opened 12345. But if you want to use some other port number, you can always do that. Make sure you are changing it here. Now here you will need to give the IP address of your remote machine, which is going to be this one. Provide it. Then comes your template, that is what information you want to be monitored. So here click on select, go with templates/applications, and then here you should see this template app Apache Tomcat JMX. Select and add this. Now one important thing, okay, so it already exists. Okay, so it says a host with this name is already existing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to the same host. So I'll select this, and here I'll simply say add JMX. This will be the port number, and for the template we are going to select the one which is this one, app Apache Tomcat JMX. Select and update this. Now if you are running this on EC2 instance, so two things you'll have to do for this. You will have to open up port number 12345. So you will need to have 10050, which is for your agent. You will have that by default. You will need to have 12345, which is for your JMX, and also you will need to have 10052, which is for your Java gateway. So in your security group for your EC2 instances, if you are using EC2 instances, make sure you have 12345, you have 10052, and this is your agent. So these three port numbers are important. Only then your Zabbix will be able to capture or talk to your Java or your Tomcat using the JMX, else it will not work. So just give it a couple of minutes. This is similar to your host, adding your agents or remote machines. This will take a couple of minutes, and let's just wait and see what happens. Okay, so it took some time, but you can see here my JMX is green in color. That means my Zabbix server is able to monitor my Tomcat application, which is running as a JMX. So if you want, you can go to the graphs and you can see the information. Now my Tomcat is running on port 8080, so Ubuntu remote machine HTTP 8080 worker threads, and here, so this will take some time. So maximum threads that are maximum, it's not yet available. Threads busy are 0, threads allocated are 10. So here my Tomcat threads are being monitored by my Zabbix server. So this is how you can monitor your Tomcat applications that are running on a remote machine by using the JMX. If you have any questions, any queries, if something is not working, please let me know in the comments section, and I'll be very happy to help you guys. That's all I have for this session. I will see you in the next video.